Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is monthly favorite. I know you guys probably see why I'm standing looks slightly different from the background. I'll explain. Last month you guys probably see my content that pretty much FLORASIS heavy, as I spend a lot of time testing out and trying out their new items. So in terms of makeup favorites, I predominantly use the FLORASIS items, which I also shared with you guys. If you haven't seen that, please check out this video. So today's video is more to share about the items I actually use on day-to-day basis, especially this year, and they are more hair care related. But I do have one makeup item though. So don't switch off, keep on watching. Why I am standing today is because I need to show you guys the pillowcase I am actually using. And there is a hair cap. They're all from LilySilk. If you are silk lover, I'm sure you heard about this brand. LilySilk specializes in silk for 10 years already, and they are a high-end luxury silk brand. As Chinese, we're quite familiar with silk, this material in particular. It is a natural product, very good for your skin and for your hair as well. LilySilk in particular, this brand, they only use 100% mulberry silk. It is very, very soft and comfortable. You feel literally just like touch somebody's skin. That's how smooth it is. Okay, let's come to this two combo. I need to talk about this two together. Here's a little bit background about my hair. Before I had Emily, I never ever worry about hair loose. In fact, I actually prefer loose a bit hair. It's because my hair is so thick, strong, and stubborn in a way, so it's very hard for me to, for example, tie a knot like this. It sometimes causes too heavy that I feel somebody like pulling my head. I now regret for what I said, because since I had Emily, I think after a year I start having hair losing problem is in chunks. So it's not like after you wash your hair you only pull like few, like 5 to 10 hairs. No, it's in chunks. It's scary, very, very scary. And I start noticing the hairlines on my head, especially around here and here, start like become like bald. That's how scary it is. And you know guys, if you are still young, and especially if you haven't had a child, you complain about your hair, stop it. Stop it right away. You're going to regret it. Your hair can hear you and they can feel you. If you don't like them, don't look after them, they will leave you. And now, especially this year, I start recouping some hairs back. I don't know whether you guys can see, especially here. Before, this triangle over here is actually even more towards back, like that. Here's all bald. If you check out my earlier videos, you probably can tell in some of the videos. And here now you can tell the hairs start growing in here. And can you see the new hair start coming out? You see the shorter hair. Same on this side. Hence, I need to talk this two in combo. They're the ones to physically protect my hair. And I'm going to talk another scalp essence, which is help my scalp growing hair. Okay, silk, this material, if you're not familiar with, I would highly recommend to check out LilySilk's website. They have details about silk, this material in particular. The biggest benefit of silk material is breathable and smooth. For that two reasons, they are very, very good material to use to protect your skin and hair. Let's have a look at the material of this silk. It is so smooth and focus on the density. It is very, very tight but even. Besides, when it's a good quality brand, you will actually can tell the difference into the details. Like those pillowcase or clothing, I would recommend you guys to check out the joint and the way they're closing the edges of the material. that sometimes very much reflect the quality of the brand. Have a look at the pillowcase one. If you look at the joint, it is very even, fine. There is no end of lines. They're sealed very, very professionally. And when you look at the inside, especially as I said, how they're closing the edges of the material, is very even, smooth, clean, tidy. And the pillowcase, they have different sizes. My one is a standard, but you can see slightly different shape is because I have a little bit neck problem. So pillow itself, I'm actually use a specialized pillow for the neck support. But if you look at the material itself, it's also very eye-catching when you put on the bed. It looks very luxury. Since I changed my pillowcase, my little one is pretty much sleeping on my pillow during the night now. I think she tried to give me the signals that she wants a silk pillowcase as well. By the by, back to the hair protection. Why I say this two combo is a physical protection for my hair is because when you have longer hair, when you have like shoulder length or below, when you sleep during the evening, when you maneuver your head, very likely to happen is your hair is all covering your face. You pretty much just slap on your hair. And sometimes when you move your head, you sometimes doing all this, like try to move your hair away. I think it's not just happened to me. I'm sure it happened to most of you when you have longer hair. Before when I was in UK, what I was trying to do is to tie my hair completely up, make a knot on the top of my head, and then sleep. In the beginning of the night was okay. But after you move for a few times, your hairband pretty much just get lost, then it's back to square one. The sleep cap is absolutely a life-saving. Life-saving. If you have same challenges as me, that you don't know what to do in the evening with your long hair, use a silk material sleep cap. One is the material is very breathable and light. Therefore, when you actually wear it for the entire night, you won't feel uncomfortable and especially hot. Nowadays, summer will be here. Even in UK, the summer is quite hot as well. Can you imagine that if you put some cap onto your head that is not breathable, that ain't gonna work. You will redundant immediately. But when you use silk this material, it is very, very light. When you maneuver your head onto the pillowcase, you don't actually feel the gripping and the pulling. From that perspective, it actually helps your hair staying on your head. So when you wake up the following day, you will absolutely see no hair drop on your pillowcase. The other reason I really like this hair cap is because of the size they made for this one. I have a fairly bigger head. First time when I was trying it, my concern was, would this be too tight to sleep overnight? If not, would I actually lost the half night through? No, it stay on my head the entire night. So how I use this is I get all my hair upside down, and then I will put the cap from the back first, and then cover the hair into the front. The reason being is you don't want the heavy part staying on your neck, on the back of your head. When you sleep, you can actually feel something under your head. If you pull your hair a little bit up, when you sleep, you feel very much flat. Besides, I don't push the band behind my ear. I let it stay on the side of my ear. So basically my ear is covered as well. And as I mentioned, my little one often notch onto my pillow, especially now. Before, every time she will actually slap onto my hair, I will either pull the hair instantly, then woke myself up, and then I lose some of my hair. B, she will feel very annoying that something on her face and she start like pulling my hair away. Yeah, that's another reason that I'm losing hair. Since I had this two combo, it's very much a life-saving. It's absolutely not only about protecting my hair, it's also to improve my night sleep quality. So if you have similar challenges like me, highly recommend to try out LilySilk product. And on the LilySilk website, it is so easy to shop. They have so many different collections and selections. When you go through their website, you will see bedding choices, sleepwear choices. You will see the clothing like this. This is from LilySilk as well. The design itself, it is very, very classic. The great thing about the classic items is never gone out of fashion. I highly recommend everyone should have something more classic in your wardrobe. And they also have hair accessories, like this one is from LilySilk as well, appear in a lot of my videos. If you ran out of ideas for Mother's Day, your girlfriend's birthday, people's anniversaries, and wedding gifts especially, I highly recommend to check out LilySilk. And thanks to LilySilk, this time they also provided a special discount code for all my viewers. There are 2 codes details I all included in my description box. One is for 12% discount for anything on LilySilk website. The second code is for 25% for any second items you chose from women's apparel and sleepwear. So if you're a silk lover or you haven't tried silk or you need some ideas for gifts, do go down there and check it out. Continue with hair growing and hair care. This is a great discovery. The brand is called MBA Derma Scalp Intensive Serum. It is a Korean brand. It is like a black tube, and then when you open it, you see the 3 little knot. They're like a massage bowl. The serums itself look like that. It's like a tea color. When you smudge it out, you feel it's like light hair oil. That's how you feel, but it's not sticky at all. I love the smell. Oh, it has so lovely light minty floral smell. It is so refreshing. So the idea is, wherever you want your hair to grow, you massage the items onto the scalp by using the 3 knots, for example, over here. If you feel the product is finished, then you squeeze a little bit. This one coming out again, can you guys see? So once you use the massage bowl to massage out the product, then you use your finger to continue. Do it like this until it's 80% absorbed by your scalp. It is recommended, and it is how I actually use as well, to use it every time when you finish washing your hair after you blow dry, and you can also use on daily basis. I do use this on daily basis, and this is the 3rd one I had. The first one, when you're finished, you don't notice that much. But when you use the second one, especially towards the 3rd, for me is after I continuously using over a month, you start see the small hair start growing in the area. That's how miracle it is. Besides, it is so nice to use because I have a fairly oily scalp. This one doesn't cause any discomfort, doesn't cause additional oils. Even it's like an oil type of essence. Once it's been absorbed, your hair, it still remain as clean as itself. It doesn't kind of like, you know, when you use some sticky oil or something, like your hair just become like grouped together. This one wouldn't. This one doesn't impact the finish of your hair, which is absolutely a miracle. I will just continue use it until I'm satisfied with the amount of my hair. I'm not sure whether this one is selling outside of Asia. Do a screenshot and try to search on Amazon. You probably have a luck. 3rd items related to hair is the hair clip. This type of a hair clip, it is in a hyper years back. It is pretty much everyone use it. For me, I was a little bit stubborn that I didn't feel any benefit of using this type of hair clip until I actually used. I'll show you the green one. This look cheap and cheerful. It is. It was like a giveaway, something I bought. I can't remember what I actually bought, then gave it like a little clip like this. And one day morning while I was doing makeup, after I done my hair, like today, you know, the fringe at the front is still very annoying now, especially when you're applying foundations. So you do need a hair clip to pull it or hold it into places, then you release it after you've done makeup. With other hair clip, what often to happen is to leave a clip mark. So once you hold your hair like this, after you let it go, it has weird curl, like a band on your hair. But with this type of hair clip, it really doesn't cause that problem. However, when you select this type of clips, you will also see something like this. Very bling, very glittery, very, you know, fashion. This ain't as good as the cheap and cheerful one. These two are pretty much identical. The material and the weight itself is very, very similar. That's what you need to be careful. When you have this type of clip, the lighter is the better. Because why change to this more, you know, fashionable, eye-catching, flat hair clip? After you've done your full face makeup, it still leaves some hair mark on these edges. It's not as bad as other hair clips, but in comparison, this two, even I use it for entire day, it doesn't really leave marks on my hair. When you use something way much heavy, it will still cause the hair marks. Since I changed it to this clip, I'm more willing to pull down my fringe because it's easier to manage. I have something can manage but not cause any marks on the hair. Not causing marks on the hair is already contribute to a healthy hair. Besides, if you like me already losing hair on this two sides, when you continuously pull your hair like this, like before when you guys see my hairstyle is pretty much like that. When you continuously pulling your scalp, it's not good for new hair to grow. So when you in the growing process, it is better to have your hair naturally down as much as possible and reduce the chance and harshness of pulling the area that you need the hair to grow. Next item is a eye cream. This is from brand called Seaweed. I'm not sure whether this appeared in my past videos or not, but I can't trace back the last video. But anyway, this is the second tube that I'm actually using now. The first one, the first empty tube, I think my dad threw away. After using this eye cream, I can actually tell the fine lines for the under eye area start gets improving. It doesn't make the fine lines disappear completely, but especially after you applying powders for your under eyes, you start find the lines just visually reduced based on using the same powder and same foundation. Besides, it also helps me to reduce my eye bags as well as to correcting the colors for the dark circles. As soon as I change to a different eye cream, the other eye cream I use more often is Estee Lauder Night Eye Cream, the little brown bottle. That one in the beginning, I also feel it helps to reduce the fine lines. But the longer you use it, I don't know why, I think it's just on my skin that the less efficiency of that product. I don't know whether my skin start getting used to it or not. Until I change back to this cream, I start seeing the improvement of the fine lines again. So the only downside I think is once you stop it for a while, you will see your skin goes back a little bit. But as soon as you use back to this, you see the result in about a week time. The packaging of this is very, very convenient to use. One is it has a applicator and a massage head on it already. So all you do is you can squeeze the product like that and then apply on your eyes right away as well as massaging it. Especially in the morning, like if you're like me, very easy to get puffy eyes. I normally do is to to tilt this down, to let the cold water running onto it for a few seconds, to let the head cool down even further. And then I apply the product and apply on the eyelid. It helps to reduce the puffiness. And this also helps to absorb the entire product into your eyelid. You know, when you apply the eye creams by your hand, often you will feel absorbed quicker. It's because probably 1/3 of it being absorbed by your finger skin. When you use the metal head, the head doesn't absorb any product. So once you feel the product is absorbed, it's fully absorbed by your skin, which also lead the result that you can use slightly less amount for your eyes, which also get better value for money. Last one is the only makeup items I have for this video. Is from Laura Mercier's blush. My color is Chai. Laura Mercier's blush, it is very hyper and famous as well. The quality of their blush, if you haven't tried their blush, highly recommend. I'm just going to talk about the color in particular. In China, another popular color from Laura Mercier is the ginger one. But while I was choosing between ginger and the chai, I still feel ginger could be more towards yellow coral, like a dark ginger coral, that type of color. I just feel this color would suit more makeups. It looks so natural. It's literally just look at the color from your skin inside out. It looks very natural. It has good amount of orange coral as well as patterness in there. The color is right sit in middle, so it can go with more cool tone, more purple, more petal or more berry type of makeup, as well as goes with like today's slightly warm tone makeup. And the powder itself, it is very fine and creamy. Once you apply it on your face, it's very much like a mud cream. Is melt onto your skin right away. It doesn't stay on the surface. When you tilt it, it has same reflection with the rest of the skin. It's like all in one. Very pretty. If you're looking for some no-brainer everyday use for every makeup as well as clothing as well, I highly recommend Laura Mercier's blush, especially try this color. So hope you do enjoy and like today's video. If you have any product or ideas or method that for protecting hairs or growing hairs, please do leave your comments down below and we can all share with each other. I very much continuously needing that ideas, so thank you so much once again for spending time with me, and don't forget to check out the coupon code in my description box for LilySilk. If you haven't subscribed my channel, then please do. I will see you on my next video.